If I had to give advice, just at the end of the day, keep going. No matter how many losses, how many wins, just keep going, because as long as you're looking to learn from the losses, it's only going to be beneficial to you. It's only going to be beneficial. Regardless how much you lose, regardless how much you lost, it's only going to show you what not to do next time.
I
So
can't
then
make you get rich. I can't make you learn this shit. Sorry.
you gotta have willingness to do it yourself, because no one's gonna put in those hours. No one's gonna keep you in the game when you're taking losses. No one's gonna wake you up in the morning when you're tired. It's just
Nobody
something you
gonna
gotta
tell
do
you
yourself.
journal.
Nah, real
Nobody gonna
shit.
tell you journal. Nobody gonna tell you review your trades. Nobody gonna tell you to stop doing that bullshit that you know you're not supposed to be doing. What's good, y'all? It's Keino, aka High Power from High Power Trading. I am a day trader who trades stocks. Well, not stocks, CFDs, which is NAS, US 30, primarily US 30. I've been trading for 3.5 years now. 3.5 years, about to be four. My time in the market has given me a lot of experience, which has made me now a consistently profitable trader, I would believe. Um, Working on just becoming better overall, becoming a better trader, giving value, creating a brand, um, being better overall, and also bringing people on the journey, along the journey, creating a community where we have like-minded individuals who are also on the same paths. Um, Link will probably be in the description,
Oh
but yeah,
yeah.
it's your boy, man.
Oh yeah. That's the whole goal. Be able to give value, change lives while doing something that can make us a lot of money too. It's a win-win. We would be lying if we said we did it for the other. But so that's like your little what you are right now. So we're just gonna mainly talk mostly on trading. So what would you say is your trading style? How do you trade right now? The types of trades you look for, and how has it changed over time? Because I know you said, like you said, you've been trading for a couple years now, and I know me personally, my style has definitely had impacts over time. So I'm just interested to know, how has your trading style changed, and what really would you even classify your style as?
So my style would be more of a scalping strategy. And from when I first started, I think I might have started around looking around the day trading kind of swing trading kind of outlook, maybe doing trades from the 1 hour, 15, maybe even 4 hour charts. That's how I would like take entries mostly on the 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, it's just been gradually going down, especially as I switched my attention to US 30 about a year and a half ago, US 30 NAS, year and a half ago. My strategy has been going slowly down the time frame. So from the 1 hour to the 15 minute, and then I had the 5 minute strategy, and now I'm on the 1 minute. So like primarily I take all of my trades on the 1 minute. Of course, I use all of the other time frames. I use the 15, still use the 15, still use the 1 hour, but do I enter on those time frames? No. All of my trades are taking, well, the entries are taken on the 1 minute. And I use the other time frames as confluence for whether my trade is an A plus setup, B plus setup, C plus setup, etc., etc. I
Mm-hmm.
don't C plus setups, probably just A and B. But over the years of me trading, I've seen that I don't have patience. Like I don't have patience. I tried to practice patience a lot. Even when I was trading on a 5 minute, like trades would sometimes take hours to happen or hours to fulfill my target. And I would probably have like a stop loss of maybe 50 to 80 pips. And it would take me hours, an hour, maybe hours to just hit a one-to-one target. And that
That'd
wasn't
be the
really,
worst.
yeah, it would be the worst. And sometimes you'll be waiting hours for the trade to come back and stop you up. So 1 minute really, really stuck with me. As far as the strategy go, it was similar all along. The strategy was always similar, structure basically. That was always the strategy. As I said, it just scaled down to the 1 minute, and now my strategy is just like perfected on the 1 minute. Like I know I have a grasp on how to use it on the 1 minute. Of course, it's fast as hell, but it works for me. It just works. It's
Yeah,
basically
everyone's personalities are going to be different. The way everyone handles situations are going to be different. And the way people view the charts in general, their perspective on the market is always different. Like me personally, I can't be on the 1 minute. Like I'm always on like the hour, maybe the 30, 15. But for the most part, I'm like on the hour. But it comes down to experience and learning what you're even good and what you're bad at.
like
So you gotta try most of the different things beforehand anyway, before you even know what you're good at. Because like Keino said, he's tried multiple other time frames, different things, and the one that worked for him, he's just been able to try to capitalize more off of.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of just knowing your personality and also understanding your strategy. Time in the market will teach you your strategy works better on different time frames.
facts. So now I want to ask you, what is your next step for your trading? Because I know there's always things that need to be improved. There's always things that we're looking to tweak. What is one thing as of right now that is one of your current obstacles or struggles that you know that you want to be able to improve on? Something that is currently in the works of being fixed or improved.
Well, currently, the thing I'm focusing on the most is the discipline and the discipline to always just follow your rules, follow my rules, and just execute properly on those rules. I've been doing very well, been very well at discipline, but it's just the execution and understanding how and when to scale into a trade, like size up or size down based on how the criteria of the trade is, just analyzing the criteria of the trade. So, as I said, I've been doing well, but it's just about just maintaining because the market is always evolving, it's always
Mm-hmm.
changing, and it never stays the same. So you always have to be on top of what is happening in the market and how is it changing according to your strategy. Because you're not particularly gonna lose edge, but the edge might change. It like something subtle that I realized from maybe from August, October, or August, September area till like now. In the August, September area, let's call it summertime, or what was that, fall
Yeah,
time.
say summer for the most part. End
Summer,
of summer.
summer, fall. Yeah, summer, fall. I would be able to capitalize on moves that were happening 8 o'clock to like 8:30, even before 9 o'clock. I had setups that I can capitalize before then. But shifting into the winter session, the fourth quarter, those moves I couldn't capitalize on them till like 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10. Those moves started to happen a lot later. And that's just the shift in the market. You have to analyze the data. Yeah, because I collect data with the journaling, but you have to analyze it. You have to interpret what's happening, what's the change, how is it affecting your edge? Because I didn't lose edge. The strategy still works. It just works at a later time. Like the moves happen later. Maybe in the future the moves come back and happen early again, and I can capitalize early. But it's just working on the execution, working on the discipline, and learning how to catch it faster. Because sometimes I entered the losing streak trying to catch those trades from like maybe from October to November. I caught a losing streak of maybe a week or two, continuously trying to catch those setups from 8 o'clock to 8:30, and they just didn't work out. Like I had to look into the data and be like, no, these moves are happening later. I need to just stop doing that and do more of the trades that are in the time frame that works best for my strategy at that
Mm-hmm.
time.
And the main thing you said was you were able to learn that by journaling and having things written down. What is your view on journaling?
Man, I love journaling. I've started journaling. So journaling, as for everything in my trading career, has evolved. Journaling, when I first started journaling, I thought journaling was like writing down a checklist. And oh, well, it could be that, right? Writing down a checklist and then just going off like, hey, I did this before I got into a trade. And then now it's evolved to like, I already know what I'm looking for. Is now I'm trying to critique the execution of my trades. I'm trying to critique the emotional side of my trading, trying to critique the mindset. How was I feeling when I looked at the trade? What did I see? Like, why did I why did I size up on this trade? Or why did I go lighter on this trade? Like it's more
It's a lot of
critiquing the
whys. A
performance.
lot of
Yeah, it's
whys.
more a lot of whys and critiquing the performance because I'm not really critiquing the money aspect because the money is fine. Like it's not about the money. It is about the money, and let's not get that confused. But it's more about the performance because if you perform at the best, the money's just gonna come inevitably.
Mm-hmm. It's just like a byproduct.
It's a byproduct
By
of
focusing on the journey, focusing on the process, you're indirectly gonna make money. That's the whole thing. If you can have good, successful, processed, and like thought out trades indirectly, that's gonna make you more money. So what do you use to journal?
I use TradeZilla. Umar Asher, he has this platform, amazing platform, TradeZilla. I paid for the whole year membership. Paid for that around August, and I've been journaling on that platform primarily. Before that, I was using what's that? FX Locker, Locker FX.
My effects book.
My FX book. There we go. I was using my FX book, and I was writing some things down in a book, but this platform is amazing. Like, it definitely is. Shout out to you, boy.
No, yeah, definitely. I've heard it's definitely one of those good platforms. Me personally, I use what is it? 90% of the time, I'm using like a Notion, but it really doesn't necessarily matter what you're using to journal. It just matters that you have journal and have stuff written down because that's the main thing.
You
But
have to have clean journaling though, because you need to
yeah, but
analyze.
even then, like I would say, no one's journaling is ever really clean at first. It's kind of like something
Yeah,
you
it involves.
evolve because, like we always say, we're always changing things that we're even looking to put into the journal. We're looking at things that we're going to be basically adding, if that makes sense.
Right.
But for the most part, we talk about how your trading style is. We talk about all those things. One thing I definitely want to touch on is stuff that we're going to be doing outside of trading because as traders, we know that our life is not always on the charts. Our life is everything on the charts, outside the charts. And what we're doing outside of the charts is always going to directly affect the charts. So, what are things that you have focused on for the next step outside of trading? What are things that you're looking to do right now, but it's not trading? What are things that are basically, what are you focusing on
Outside.
outside of trading? Because indirectly, it's going to affect your trading.
I've been focusing on developing internet skills, what I call them, internet skills, or just skills
Mm-hmm.
in general. More like marketing, content, content creating, editing, sales, creating like how to do these things to build your business, build a brand, and to become bigger, like have a bigger
Mm-hmm.
audience. So this is outside of trading, but it revolves around trading because trading is initially the business that's going to be used to facilitate the skills that I have, which is the marketing, which is the sales, which is the content creating and the editing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, outside of just business in general, just taking care of myself, taking care of my health, staying prayed up. I'm not super religious, but I'm more on the spiritual side. I want to thank God for everything, stay grateful, and just love life. Live, do whatever you have to do to keep having a grateful attitude towards life.
No, it's definitely facts. The main thing is being able to build things outside of trading because as traders, most of the time, we're all entrepreneurs. The way we think is very entrepreneur like mindset based. But the
Mm-hmm.
one thing that I've definitely noticed is how we do one thing is how we do everything. How we are paying attention outside of the charts, the things that we're doing outside of the charts is always going to directly and indirectly have an effect on what we're doing. And people
So
don't,
what have you been doing though? What have you
for
been doing
me,
outside?
I've just been focusing on teaching other people so I'm staying sharp with the skill set of trading because that's the one thing I like about trading. I can make multiple incomes out this one skill, the one thing that I do. So I'm able to stay sharp with what I'm doing and I'm able to help other people and I can also monetize myself off of that also. So it's like three wins with that one skill set. Also focusing on building brand, building recognition to myself, my name, my just
Your
overall
likeness. Yeah.
myself as a business because at the end of the day you could have the best products, you could be the best at everything, but if nobody knows who you are, it's not going to matter. And it's unfortunate, but it's true. So you got to figure out a way to get your name out there, get your brand out there, whether it's through organic ads, whether it's through paid ads, whether it's just through YouTube, anything. But it's just a matter of doing that. And then it's a whole nother world of itself to figure out the process of doing that. It's just like trading. There's a ups and downs you got to learn through. It's going to take time, but we know the end goal. We know the overall goal of doing that. So it's really just focusing on that, focusing on building business, focus on marketing myself, becoming a better trader, monetizing that. And yeah, really just monetizing everything I do as of right now, which
Right.
is mainly just trading.
By the way, can I just drop this in?
Mm-hmm.
You are not a scammer if you believe that what you have, the skills that you have obtained from trading, that you want to sell these skills or you want to have people now purchase access to you because you've learned these skills. You're not a scam because of that. As long as you're not doing fishy business, but if you really want to provide value, if you really are providing value to these people and you're not just taking their money, you're not a scam. Please don't feel like you're doing something wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. You worked hard to learn to get to this place to go through all the ups and downs. Like your time is valuable now. You put in the work, you put in the groundwork. Your
No,
time
that's
is valuable.
facts. At the end of the day, it's only a scam if you're not getting what they promise. But the thing is just always give them what you promise and more. That's my main thing. Always give them a
More
little
than
bit
more.
more than what they promise, because you can't really say nothing about that. That's why I give so much for free. That's why I do so much. But it's just a matter of understanding how people think, understanding human psychology a lot of the time. Just giving them what they want so that in their head they'll never even think about calling you a scam, because shit, you over delivered if anything. And that's how I kind of like to go about things, over deliver and just do things
Sadly,
like,
you can't make everybody but make you can't make everybody a believer, but
nah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
can't make them happy either. Just got to
Can't
do
make
the
everybody.
best that you can.
That's it.
So what is your plan for your business? Like outside of trading, I know you're talking about marketing yourself. Like what's the next plan that you have for that? Like what is your
Yeah, just
next thing that you're gonna like maybe put out? What's the next thing that you're gonna be working on next? Like individually,
giving out
not
more
like a grouped, but just like any specific things.
just giving out more value, more giving out more free value, of course. Like our Hamazi said it many times, give out value, value, value. So then when they ask for the next thing, like then you the paid thing, you give them the option to have access to you through a paywall. But
Mm-hmm.
just give them value, free value. Like I just want to be a person who can help new and beginner traders take a step into trading without like a whole bunch of nonsense. But I know on YouTube there are just thousands and thousands and thousands of videos that you can watch, right? And I'm not new. I'm not the first person who had this magical idea of giving value. So, but I just want to leave my imprint on the industry, on the niche, and just give value back to everyone else, and just hope that I can preserve a legacy through giving value.
Nah, that's the main thing. Give value, change lives. That's one thing that I definitely like. I live by, and I really do. It's because the main thing you want to do is you can give value. You're gonna have people around you that are always gonna appreciate everything you do. That are always gonna be grateful for the things that you do. Compared to if you don't give anything to anyone, they're not never gonna have reason to do anything for you. They're never gonna feel like you give enough value to give you money, or if you feel that you don't give enough value or have enough experience to be able to teach them things. At the end of the day, you got to make sure that you seem as valuable as possible. And there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can go about doing that. But it really just comes down to understanding that, understanding yourself, understanding the market, understanding your business. And the only way that you're going to learn all that is through time, submitting to
And
time, unfortunately, because
uh,
all good things take time.
you got to put that work in. You got to put that grind in. You got to really
Always.
love this.
You
So,
got to have a
yeah,
passion for it, because at the end of the day, you're not going to stick with it long enough to deal with the ups and downs if you don't actually want to do it, if you don't have the passion for doing it, if it's not something that you actually want to do. Because one thing to have a business that's going to make you money, but if you don't want to do it, it's going to make it very hard to stick through when things are hard. Versus if you're doing something you love, sticking with it when time get hard is the easy work, is the easy part.
it's a fact. It's a fact.
But this is a little short little interview. We got Keino Brown. Anything that you want to give to them? Little advice? Anything?
Advice, never give up, never quit, no matter how hard it gets. Just know that you're not the only one that's going through it. You're not the only one that's been here, whatever heartache that you're going through, especially in trading. Anything that you think you're
Especially
going
in
through that,
trading.
especially in trading, if you think you're going through something that nobody understands, trust me, somebody else has been through it. Somebody else has experienced it already. It's just another bump in the journey. It's a journey. It's a long road. Don't stop expecting things to be quick. You didn't expect to get your 4 year degree in college quick. You didn't expect to graduate high school in a year. You didn't expect to. You don't expect to be a millionaire, and like you probably do, because that's where a lot of the scams come from. Because
People
you
want to make
expect
a lot of money
yeah,
fast.
you can't, you won't make a. You probably would. It's a possibility you can, but if you don't have a skill that will allow that to happen, you're not gonna do it. And
Nah, that's
this is
definitely a fact.
primarily the skill. So my
Mainly.
advice to our skill, primarily our skill that we're gonna use to make a lot of money fast. It's gonna look like a lot of money fast, but we put in the groundwork, right? So
Years into
don't
it.
expect nobody to hold your hand either. Don't expect nobody to be coddling you, spoon feed you. Please look at the chart today, please. No, nobody cares about you that much.
You don't got
If you
no
don't put the
boss. It's
work
just
in,
you versus you. You versus
right? If
you.
you don't put the work in, that's it. That's on you. Nobody cares. Even if you put your money up, I don't care. If
Nah,
you
that's
spend
facts.
money, I don't care. If you don't put the work in, you just spent your money for no reason because I can't make you get rich. I can't make you learn this shit. Sorry.
You
Oh,
gotta do it yourself. You gotta have willingness to do it yourself because no one's gonna put in those hours. No one's gonna keep you in the game when you're taking losses. No one's gonna wake you up in the morning when you're tired. It's just
nobody
something you
gonna
gotta
tell
do
you your
yourself.
journal.
Nah, real
Nobody gonna tell
shit.
you your journal. Nobody gonna tell you to review your trades. Nobody gonna tell you to stop doing that bullshit that you know you're not supposed to be doing.
If I had to give advice, just at the end of the day, keep going. No matter how many losses, how many wins, just keep going because as long as you're looking to learn from the losses, it's only going to be beneficial to you. It's only going to be beneficial. Regardless how much you lose, regardless how much you lost, it's only going to show you what not to do next time so that you don't have to go through it again. No matter how big, if I lost $1 million, I know how not to you lose $1 million now. It's $1 million worth of game. It's just how you look at it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm in shorts on NAS 100. Just thought I'd throw it out there in case I make more content and then now I know how to funnel it. And I'm gonna clip it right there. You see at that top corner? If it's posted,
Content,
it's right
bro. Come
there.
on.
If it's
There's
posted,
so much stuff to
right
do,
there.
man. You can do anything with it.
Anything. It's just really monetizing your life. That's the main thing. Monetizing what we already do. But this was Keino Brown, and this is just first of many little digital podcasts. But with that being said, stay safe, stay productive. Make sure you stay motivated. Make sure you stay inspired. Make sure you stay working, hustling. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next interview.